Well, we've got a big one today, so yep. Let's see, I guess we should start with Ishmael. We got Title Elegy, okay, that's cool. If you don't know already, she's going to be the event reward, so she's free to get. The Awakening is 3 coins that are unbreakable. Wow. My god. Okay. But when it attacks just one target, it gains coin power and deals more damage. Gains clash power for every sinking on the target. If the target has higher than, I guess, 1 gloom resist, or maybe 1.5 gloom resist, deal more damage for every Y X's gloom resist past 1, or past X. So, 0.1 past maybe 1. At X plus Gloom Resonance, deal more damage for every Gloom Resonance. If the target is killed, deal sinking potency on each target divided by X. Gloom damage against Y random enemies. Okay. Unbreakable coin inflicts sinking. And tremor for some goddamn reason. I guess that's for Molar Ishmael? I don't know. And then Unbreakable Coin 2 inflicts bind next turn. That's actually not bad. And then Unbreakable Coin 3, if there are any staggered, part broken, or killed units among the targets, inflict sinking against a random non-targeted enemy. When attacking just a single target, apply to X targets instead. I assume probably 3. Oh, and it triggers a Tremor Burst. Oh god. The corrosion is 4 coins. Indiscriminate targets randomly. We expect that. Gain clash power for every sinking on the target. Get the following effects for every X highest resonance. If it was Gloom, then for every Y highest resonance. So I assume this is going to be 2. The X is probably 2, and the Y is probably 1. Gains attack weight and deals more damage for every time that you follow that effect. After attack, apply blunt damage up next turn to highest resonance random allies, including this unit. If said resonance was gloom resonance or an absolute resonance, apply gloom damage up as well. The first 2 coins inflict sinking, second 2 coins inflict tremor. If there are staggered, part broken, or killed units among the targets, then inflict gloom fragility next turn against a random non-targeted enemy. And it also inflicts triggers a tremor burst for some goddamn reason. That's not bad. Oh, right, the passive. What's the passive do? Combat start. If there is just one enemy, Ishmael's leftmost skill in the dashboard gains clash power and deals more damage on hit after clash win. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. For turns in which this unit retreated or substituted in, gain min-max speed and gain clash power. Okay, so I guess it could also be used for friendly Iraq candidate Ishmael. That's not bad. Honglu next. Okay. On use gain poise. Oh, it's also a 2 coin pride skill with slash. Gains poise. Gains final power for every X poise potency and poise count. If he does not have Thunderer or High Thunderer, recuperate a portion of the E.G.O resources and SP consumed by the skill. So I think he refunds some of it. That's not bad. If he has Thunderer or High Thunderer, gain attack weight, and deal more damage. After attack, gain Thunderer. If this unit has Thunderer or High Thunderer, consume all of it and gain High Thunderer. If this unit has Thunderer, deal poise potency % more damage on crit. If this unit has High Thunderer, deal poise potency plus poise count % more damage on crit. On hit, inflict sinking for some goddamn reason, but only for the second coin. Okay. And then the corrosion is Pierce. Why is it Pierce? Oh well. But it's 3 coins unbreakable, that's not bad. Gains attack weight, base power, and coin power if he has Thunder or High Thunder. That's not bad, okay. Gets poison, poise count. Gain Thunder. And then can consume all of it to gain High Thunder instead. On hit, deal bonus pride damage by X% of damage dealt. Good to assume that's probably 10 or 20%. Same for second coin, and the third coin has the same conditionals for more crit damage, but now it also inflicts sinking count along with the sinking potency, and deals more pride damage. Okay, that's not bad. Now for Faust, this one is... I like this one. If main target has burn or rupture, gain final power. What the? Oh, right, I didn't actually look at his things. His Honglu's E.G.O passive is gains E.G.O resources to... Okay, so he refunds more of it. So if whichever one you're missing, whichever one you have the least of, whether it be Sloth, Gloom, or Pride, then he will give you a little bit at turn end. That's not bad. Deal more damage for every X Thunderer or High Thunderer stack lost or consumed in this encounter. Shard start, or Thunderer. Get up with the whip and keep it up. High Thunderer is the same thing. It's probably just stronger. Now to actually get into Faust. If the main target has burn or rupture, gain final power. Before attack, deal more damage for every rupture potency and rupture count on the main target. If this unit has hardened shell barrier, multiply this effect and its maximum cap by X. Okay, I think that's probably going to be 2. But it would be really funny if that's even higher. After attack, gain hardened shell barrier. After attack, heal an ally and self for X HP of this unit's max HP. If this unit is at max HP, heal Y other allies, so probably 2. That's not bad. After attack, heal allies for heal SP for X allies, including this unit with the lowest SP. On hit, inflict rupture and burn. Okay, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. And the corrosion skill has 4 coins. Wow. Gains base power for every rupture count and rupture potency on the main target. Gains highest resonance divided by X attack weight. Gains hardened shell barrier after attack. If the skill's damage did not stagger or kill any target, take HP damage equal to X% of this unit's max HP, and gain HP damage taken due to this effect times Y shield. This damage does not kill this unit. Max out the hardened shell barrier, stack at turn end, and gain damage at the next turn. Huh, okay. On hit, inflict rupture. On hit, inflict rupture. On hit, inflict rupture count. Coin start if the skill's damage did not stagger or kill any target, deal more damage. On hit, inflict burn. I don't know why she has burn. Passive is heal self and ally with the lowest HP by hardened shell barrier stack % of this unit's max HP. Okay. If this unit is at max HP, heal X other allies instead. If they're at X % or lower or are staggered, boost the amount of HP healed from that effect. Okay. If the last E.G.O skill Faust used during the encounter was this one, then you lose only X stack of hardened shell barrier at turn end instead. Okay. Lose X stack instead. Okay. Probably loses 2 stacks at the end of the turn normally, but with that it only loses 1. Turn start, gain stack divided by X defense level up. Immediately before taking a hit from an enemy, consume X hardened shell barrier on self and gain protection equal to the stack consumed. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. Competes with Fluid Sack too. And now we have Unbrilliant Glory Gregor, which has 3 versions. Oh god. But that, I guess it makes sense since it's a vile E.G.O. Normally it is a 1 coin unclashable skill or slash skill. When used for the first time in battle, consume fewer resources. X plus scabbard. Activate incandescence instead. Does not hit an enemy. Does not trigger defense skills and external effects. And cannot be... those external effects cannot trigger this skill to be reused. Okay. Gain Man and Scabbard. Get heal SP. Gain offense level up and damage up next turn. Okay. Incandescence is much better, I guess. External effects cannot trigger it to be reused, and that's it. But it's also unclashable. at X plus mana and Scabbard becomes clashable. Or just X mana and Scabbard. So probably the max stack. On use, X mana and Scabbard. Until the skill ends, this unit cannot be staggered from taking damage, and gains clash power. Wow. Before attack, consume all mana and Scabbard and activate the following. For every stack consumed divided by X, recuperate Y E.G.O resources used. For every stack consumed divided by X, gain attack weight. For every stack consumed divided by X, gain defense level up. If X stack was consumed, Y coin deals more damage. Oh. And that unit gains protection. Deal more damage for every X plus burn and tremor on the main target. He's not very good in tremor, but he is good in burn, I can tell you that. So, okay, that's cool. Heal SP for every X target that was either staggered or killed by this skill's damage. After attack, gain mana and Scabbard. Turn end. If this skill failed to consume X mana and Scabbard, the leftmost skill slot on the dashboard gains aggro next turn. Okay. Can be reused. Okay. Man and Scabbard is reused, or the coin is reused for however many. So Man and Scabbard stack consumed divided by X -1 times. So it probably maxes out at 10, and then it gets, and then that becomes a 5 coin skill. Coin start if the coin is cracked and it attacks X plus enemies. The final coin to be used deals more damage. On hit, inflict burn and tremor. If this is the final coin on hit without cracking, and if the target has X plus tremor potency, trigger tremor burst. Then reduce tremor count. On hit without cracking, if the coin was used X times, then deal sloth damage equal to tremor on target. Now for the corrosion. Targets randomly. I'm attacking X plus targets. If 1 to 3 coins hit without cracking, then the final coin deals more damage. If or on use at X mana and Scabbard, gain base power. Okay. Consume all mana and Scabbard and activate the following. For every mana stack consumed, divided by X, gain defense level up. If X stack was consumed, deal more damage with the final coin, and this unit gains protection. Okay. Before attack, deal more damage for every X burn plus tremor on target. Before attack, lose base power for every cracked coin. After attack, gain mana and Scabbard. Turn end, if the skill consumed X mana and Scabbard, the leftmost leftmost skill on the coin, leftmost skill slot on the dashboard gains aggro next turn. Okay. Just checking that. First 3 coins do nothing, but are unbreakable. And the 4th coin inflicts burn and tremor. If the target has tremor, X plus tremor, trigger tremor burst, then reduce tremor, or target's tremor count. Okay. As for the passive, gain Man Scabbard when one of the following conditions is met. For every X HP damage taken from getting hit. For every Y shield HP damage taken from getting hit. For every Z staggered ally when other allies become staggered. For every W dead ally when other allies are killed. Wow. If this unit is staggered due to damage, and if this unit has X-Men and Scabbard, fix all of this unit's resistance values to Y for the turn, and recover from stagger. Okay, my god. Okay. Man and Scabbard. For every stack divided by X, gain aggro. For every stack divided by Y, gain protection. Gain X at turn end. Okay. So, Hog Loose seems like he has the most potential just because he's poise. Ishmael also seems pretty good. Faust contends with Fluid Sac, which is incredible. And Gregor seems a bit questionable at best, but we'll have to see if he gets a new Tremor ID for that. But they're all pretty good. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.